They're calling it the AI assessment scale. I've seen other people that are doing 5 to 7 point systems. It's almost like a rubric, and within each one, we've got a description of what AI use looks like. Everything works somewhere, nothing works everywhere. Teachers
Yeah.
need to find what's going to work best for their context. Pairing that with the tooling that we just talked about, which is revision history
Yeah.
tracking, and being upfront with kids about, hey, I am going to track your revision history here. There's been meaningful conversations on social media, like, is it a little bit surveillancy to not let a kid have their private process of writing. Point one of the plan is we got to have clear classroom policies. And oftentimes that means having conversations up front with kids about what effective use looks like. We need to reframe in schools how we approach academic integrity. It can't just be a policy. It needs to be an expressed learning outcome that we're explicitly teaching to kids. We tell kids what it's not, and we often don't actually teach them what it is. And I think that's a transition that needs to happen.
Making things clear to kids is really effective, especially if we can involve them in those discussions and help them craft what that policy is. It'll increase buy-in. Not only talking to kids about those things, we also need to involve them.
I think you're making a really important point, which is just like kids need to understand the why behind, why are you doing what you're doing? Because I can
Mm.
understand where a kid, especially a high school kid, who may not want to do your writing assignment and
Yeah.
who may question the value of why should I have to do this if the machine can do it for me? You need to be explicit with that kid about here's why and
Mm.
be intentional about that. So yeah, that dialogue is super important.